We all know YouTube as this global juggernaut that just dominates media in general, but what if YouTube never existed? What if the founders of YouTube actually gave up on their creation and decided they were going to shut down YouTube? Well, believe it or not, that actually almost happened. For those of you guys that don't know, YouTube actually has three founders: Steve, Chen, Chad Hurley, and this guy that you guys have probably seen before, Jawed Karim, who made one of the most famous videos on YouTube, Me at the Zoo, which is actually the oldest video in YouTube history, the first video that's ever been posted. This was in April 23rd, 2005, so humble beginnings, and when you actually look at the comment section of it, you can really see how much impact this video ended up having. Over 10 million comments and over 350 million views. Well, remember at the time, they didn't know that YouTube would be this big, and they didn't even know if YouTube would be able to exist at all. Well, here's a video of the creators of YouTube actually discussing this and talking about how YouTube might not end up working after all.
Videos are just going to be just as large. I mean, yeah. Well, I was getting pretty depressed like towards the end of last week. And I was like, dude, we have like maybe 40, 50, 60 videos on the site, but I'm not, it's like, I'm thinking, okay, so if I'm actually a user of the site, I'd be gone in like 4 videos because there's just not that many videos that I want to watch. Like videos like this. Like, yeah, you haven't watched this up. It's gonna be like,
I'm not gonna put this up.
This is lame.
So I know it's only like a 30-second clip, but there's like so much to break down here. I mean, first of all, we see all three founders of YouTube sitting together talking about how there's only like 40 to 50 videos, maybe 60 videos on the entire website that they have just created. If you can see, it looks like they're sitting in some sort of like, maybe like a college dorm room, or maybe some type of like warehouse room or something, right? It seems like a bit of a smaller room. You can see that there's stuff everywhere, and you can see that there's like a whiteboard here, probably like a, ideas whiteboard. This seems to be some sort of like, kind of like a team meeting. As you can see, there's the man himself, Jawed, right there, guy who made the video Me at the Zoo. So it just like really just shows humble beginnings and where you can actually go when you put your mind to it. Now, these three actually ended up selling YouTube to Google for $1.65 billion. And the exact figures of how much YouTube is worth nowadays is a little bit, wonky, different numbers, but a lot of people are saying somewhere around like the 100 billions and maybe even like a trillion. But, obviously the exact number is a little bit hard to find. But I mean, when you think about it, these three, like kind of like kids, like young adults, they just met when they were working at PayPal, had this idea to have this video sharing website, YouTube, that is now like this global phenomenon, like, second most visited website in the world, biggest video sharing website in the world. It's just crushing TV at the moment. It's just basically the biggest like video media source pretty much of all time, right? And the fact that the three of them were actually, it seems like they were close to giving up, is crazy, because what if they had given up? We would have never had YouTube. You would have never watched this video. You and I would have likely never crossed paths. You, the viewer watching this right now. So it's kind of crazy to think about how, one decision of, let's keep going on, let's keep trying. And, that type of situation, it's just like, it's unbelievable. So it really just puts it into perspective, like how these three managed to create such a global phenomenon together, and their humble beginnings. I mean, like I said, look at this room, look at that whiteboard. They're thinking of ideas. They're trying to figure out what to do. They're trying to figure out how to make this work. And it's just one of those things where it's like, what if they hadn't? What if they weren't able to make this work? What if they gave up? What if they never created the idea of YouTube in the first place? And yeah, it's really, really interesting. I find this type of stuff interesting because I like to typically know like the beginnings of a huge project like YouTube, and just to see how it started and where it ended up going. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about the situation in the comments. This could have been the end of YouTube. So yeah, please leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe for more. See ya.